to play Speedstorm today. I hope everyone is having a great day. I do want to just warn you that, one, I am not in my house. I'm in Tara and Jesse's home. They're currently packing for their honeymoon, and they will be making noise, as they also have 2 dogs that make a lot of noise. So I am sorry for the background noise because...
I'm not.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. 'Tis the game. And for those of you that don't know, Disney Speedstorm is a racing game. It's like a Disney Mario Kart, but you have limited events that are daily things. You have these are your special season characters that are only able to get through events. So you have to actually win them through like a speed race. And then you have the event race that we will do later today. And then you have kind of your special seasonal events for the license plate of the cars, I guess, the gear for the cars, characters. Like this was a special character. You had to do this for Bo Peep. This helped people upgrade Belle or unlock Belle. This has been here for like 2 seasons now, so I would like it to go away and them to put another character there. But you basically have a lot to do here. You have a lot of multiplayer. Regulated multiplayer is where they put you at a... You okay? Regulated multiplayer is where they put you all at the same level, which I think the level is 30. And then you guys race and you do it once a week to get rewards. And then they have ranked multiplayer, which is where you try to rank your player up via playing with other people multiplayer-wise. And this helps you get some limited stuff per characters. And then we also have quite a few characters. I mean, you also have a golden pass, which is the seasonal pass thing that you have to purchase with Game Corn, or because it's pre-release currently and it's coming to free to play for September. They have like little coins for purchase when you buy the game. So, but these are all the characters. We have Toy Story, we have Jungle Book, we have Steamboats, which are those new characters. Toy Story's the season pass. Hi, baby. This is Kershaw. This is Tara and Jesse's youngest son.
That's mine.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's solely Jesse's son.
He was adopted. But, oh boy, Paul. Oh boy.
Okay, we're gonna get started. And what we have left to do in the season tour, which we've done quite a bit, but we're gonna do ready to launch today. And, honestly, I haven't opened this really. I wanted to play it because there's some stuff that I think I needed in here, like coins. But I didn't, so it's been a couple days, and the other one's coming out in 4 days, so we'll probably be streaming this again if we don't finish this today. But these are all the Toy Story characters. I unlocked all of them via the past chapters, but as of right now, I think they don't need upgraded. I mean, Jessie may need a little upgraded, because I think towards the end she gets a little higher. So we're gonna upgrade her a little bit, and then we will play the race. Honestly, I think Jessie and Bo Peep, like I've said in previous streams, are my favorite characters out of these season passes, just because they're more well-rounded. A lot of people are saying congratulations to you guys. Would you like to say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you. You said it's 75.
Why'd you set it at 75?
Because I was printing.
You never said it's 75.
I'm printing.
Okay.
I know the name Eugenia Cooney. I don't know really much about them, nor do I know them personally, so I can't really give an opinion on them if that's what you're going to ask about. Ooh, edit crew. I'm sorry, I forgot I upgraded her. Oops, I just hit the race. Oh well. Is Speedstorm on PC or console? I believe it's on both. So I believe it's on consoles. I'm playing on the Switch. I think it's on PlayStation 4 for sure. It's definitely on PC, but I know that there's been some issues with the PlayStation 4 because it was the last console they did it for. So it's on a lot of consoles. I believe it's on Xbox too. It's right now you can purchase Founders Packs, like 3 different levels of Founders Packs. And the only thing you would have missed by now is the Monsters Inc. season and Figment. You can still get all of the Toy Story characters, and I'm thinking after this event for Steamboat characters ends today, they'll bring back the chance to unlock the Steamboat characters again. So I'm not going to say you have a chance to still get the Steamboat characters, but it's very likely you will, because they did that 2 times for Figment.
So, let's grab the carry-on.
Which Toy Story movie do I like the most? I think honestly the second, which is like the introduction of Jessie. I feel like the third one, Tara was the age of going to college, so it hit more for her than it did for me. And honestly, it was cute, but I didn't care for it as much.
What?
Toy Story, what's movie I liked the best? I know they're making a 5th. I don't think they should.
Are they actually making a 5th, or is that a rumor?
No, it was a rumor, and then it was canceled, and then it's put back on.
So I thought the 4 was supposed to be.
No, yeah, they were gonna make a 5th.
No, that's not yours. Yours is no organization.
I'm trying to read comments and do this at the same time, and it's not working out. Good thing is.
Do you want me to help?
No, you're good. I'm just gonna move it closer. You can pack. Just pack. Do I like Manhasset? I've never been. Have you ever been to Manhasset?
I don't know what the hell Manhasset is.
It's a place.
Nope. I don't know.
Tara doesn't even know what Manhasset is. Thank you for the follow. That's super sweet of ya. They said you looked amazing in your dress.
Hey,
She said thank you.
get out of my face, bro.
He likes to give kisses. He's a very kissable dog. Are those unlocking because it's glitching? I don't know what's going on. I will say this. I think this game does still have a lot of glitches in the menu. Just because it moves back and forth a lot.
We have it.
But other than that, it's pretty unglitchy, or they fix the glitches pretty soon on. You have a husky? Kershaw is a husky lab. This is Kershaw. He's a husky lab. Okay, we're gonna continue. I think we can use anyone. What do I have to do? Reach top 3, win the race. Win the race and use 15 skills. 15? That's a lot.
Hope I get to visit new places.
I'm gonna use the fastest person and hope that I get 15, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know. I've never used it.
Yours is a husky German Shepherd mix. That's gotta be pretty. You like pizza? I like pizza. See, I like labs. My child development teacher in high school had 3 labs, and she had one of each color. But I don't know. We've had Goldens in our entire life, so I feel like I'm very attached to the Golden dog.
Oh yeah.
You got a corgi. Riley loves corgis. And I mean, we went to the beach, and someone had 5 corgis with them and their friends. They each brought a corgi. I guess they all own corgis.
Just stuff them.
And someone was just walking on the beach with the 5 corgis off leash, and Riley saw them, and it was her first time seeing a corgi in person, and she started crying. And I mean, bawling. Yeah, she's a little obsessed with corgis. I eat pineapple on my pizza too. I don't think it's weird. I think if you do it right, it tastes good. And I don't eat it with red sauce, which I think is the big killer It's not good with red sauce in it.
And then take a travel on us.
Just fly in sweats. That's what I did yesterday.
It is 4.
Yeah.
We came
even
from-
more south.
Pittsburgh. Then fly in comfy shorts and a t-shirt.
Picture how about
That was crazy.
Flying on the plane is actually always cool to me.
usually, but sometimes it's so hot. It's air conditioning.
Whoa!
Sweet.
Which one? Okay, that might just have been you then. Maybe the wings came into effect.
These are t-shirts. These are your short sleeve shirts. And they're
Yikes! Bada bing!
No shorts.
Oh, I think I just hit the big wings.
No shirt.
You're going to share me in your community.
Oh, do you
That's
want to
cute.
print it? You want to print it?
All of me. That's why I bought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think you could sew it tonight?
Mm-mm.
No.
I asked him, and he said no, he wants to wear it. So I'll just sew it either when you bring it or whatever. Because I don't have the right thread here, but I have the right. Yeah, so it'll last longer if you let me do it at home.
Yeah. We'll just let you take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Warning, I've never felt much incentive to fight fair.
Yes.
We have a headache.
Anything else about that?
Socks.
I love how you're using my suitcase.
Yeah. We're just organizing it.
I'm doing okay. The flight was a little rough. It wasn't much as the flight, it was the bed that we slept on, or I slept on, while staying away for Tara's wedding. It was a little rock solid, so my back is really sore. My calves are really sore from all the walking, I guess. I don't know. I'm just in body moving. Which is why we're playing Disney today, because it's not too emotionally
Shall we?
complicated like Alien, which makes my heart tremor.
What?
Fine.
So,
Yeah, Tara and Jesse are leaving
No,
for Barbados tomorrow morning, which means I will be here for the next, like, couple streams, let's be honest. It's going to be a lot of streaming coming the next 2 or so weeks, and a lot of it will be here. So, get used to this angle. It may not be the best, it may not be my bedroom, but it's okay.
no.
It's okay.
What?
I don't want to move the couch because my butt hurts, but it's okay.
Great. First one. And then,
I'm also really not paying attention to the race, so. Yeah, so I have a really, really bougie mattress. I bought it for myself. Like, it was my birthday gift to me when I was like 20 or something. And I bought a purple mattress, and I bought like the plushiest one. Except I didn't get 4 inches of push. I got 2 inches because my mom did not want me paying like another $1,000 for 4 inches. So I got like the 2-inch layer of gel push, and honestly, I can't sleep on any other mattress as well. It's just such a great mattress. I rock, thank you. You rock. Mushrooms on pizza are good. I think it all depends on what kind of pizza it is. What's Reagan doing?
that's his fun.
It's in the corner. He just stands there. Wiggles.
No, you can refund.
Wiggles. Get up here.
And then,
No, Kershaw. You don't need to be jealous. Kershaw's a big jelly belly, apparently.
those are-
Yes.
These are gray.
Yes. Hi.
Those
No,
are-
don't touch the mic. You're gonna make noises.
You cannot wear that. Is this white?
No,
Okay.
that's gray.
That'll work.
You can't wear that to a white.
The inside of it's white.
You can't. No. I'm not going to a white one.
No, you can't wear that to a white party. You don't like springs in your mattress.
No, which
Yeah, the purple mattresses is the best. Like, it's one of the best purchases I've ever made. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I'm unlocking a lot of crap apparently. Everything's connected, I guess.
These, which one?
Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? We'll do 7.
Oh, that's
What's the goals? I'm just gonna go for winning the race. Usually all of the goals are winning the race. And I'm gonna try to use a different player most of the time.
Okay.
If I use the same player again, I'm probably it's just because I don't know. So you might have to tell me I played that player. Yours was $900. Mine was a little pricier. I'm not gonna like tell people how much I spent on my mattress, but it was a decent chunk. It was more than a couple, not more, a couple paychecks for me as a barista.
Oh, unacceptable.
But it was also the first like real big gift I bought for myself. Like, it was something I was saving up towards, and I finally was able to purchase it. I was like, I'm gonna do it for my birthday. It's my birthday gift to myself.
Watch this.
And honestly, it was the best thing I ever did, because my parents bought me, like, queen bedding, we got a queen bed frame, and then they gave me their own mattress, and I was like, I can't sleep on this. It's just weird. I can't do it. So I was like, as soon as possible, I was buying a new mattress. So I was like, if I'm gonna buy a mattress, I'm gonna spend all this money, I'm gonna buy the mattress I want. I don't care how crazy people think I am. My mom did not like that I purchased a couple of tools. She thought it was way too pricey. Queen-sized futon. I'm not a huge fan of sleeping on futons. I don't think they're all bad, as long as it's a good futon, but like, a lot of futons I do not sleep well on.
How did it? Easy.
Hellos. 'Tis my name. My name is Shauna.
I need a spring.
Hope everyone's been doing well the past couple days. I know I haven't been on here in a while, but Tara was getting married. So we had to ditch. Had to ditch the home.
Now?
Ordering a new car. For 5 years is a decent time for a car before. I mean, it gets totaled. Like, that's not a bad lifespan.
Mine paid off.
Yeah, but how long did your truck last? Your first truck?
My first truck was 96.
Still, how long did it
It
last?
lasted a year and a half.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen cars last less.
Because it was 96. It actually lasted 20 years.
Okay, we don't know how much it was moving during that time. It didn't look like it moved much. Kara's first car was this green truck. That was
Chevy S10.
as old as her.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry, it was a couple months older.
It was a year older.
Was it made in April of 1996?
Probably made in 95. 96 to come out.
Fine,
Yep.
poised, punctual. Wish me luck.
The Japanese futons are pretty good. Pure cotton, and oh, it weighs as much as me. And you're six. Oh, that's pretty decent if you're 6 foot and you don't hang off. What's going on lately? Well, Tara's a wife now.
I'm in the zone today.
I'm dog sitting, and yeah, that's about all that's happened. I mean, it was pretty stressful. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of things going on. but it's over with now, which is, no offense to her, great.
You can sleep.
Yeah, Tara wasn't able to sleep the past couple days. Week? Yeah. She was doing a lot of the wedding planning. They didn't have a wedding planner. So she was doing it all by herself, basically, with Jessie. And Jessie, while she goes to school and stuff, and all that stuff, he worked really long, late hours. So she had to do all the calling and stuff. Yeah, and then they did a destination wedding in Pittsburgh, and they live in Florida, and then we live in New York, and a lot of her family lives in Pittsburgh, but it's kind of hard to plan a wedding when you're so far away.
And we don't have leftover cake.
You don't have any leftover cake? I gave you.
Bring it. It flew.
Oh, yeah. Well, what about your cake top?
We had to leave it in the hotel. We can't fly with it.
I
don't
would've-
have any room.
That's when I would have froze it and just ate it when it came here. That's what I thought you guys were doing. Because they didn't keep their cake top for a year. They're not doing that. That's gross to them.
I have a pair of glasses.
So I thought what they were going to do is freeze it and then send it to Florida. And when they come back from their honeymoon. But I guess they just didn't think of that and left it.
If they fit.
My first car was a 1986 Cadillac Eldorado. Your ex's parents sold.
Okay.
Have one of them.
We drove like a boat. I don't even know what that means because I've never driven a boat. Do you just mean like the boom 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 boom? Like I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Kind of. I want to say you would,
Have a good night. Does he have anything white?
No, he's nothing like. We're not going to the lake.
Either week. It's
No.
once a week.
I go. We're not fancy enough for a wake party again.
White parties aren't that fancy. I feel like they're overrated and bougie.
We're not like that.
Okay, I think we're gonna... Oh, we didn't do this race. Should we do this race before? I don't know. I'm doing this sporadically instead of in order. Okay. I was like, who's someone we haven't shown? So all these low-ranking people.
Stick with me. You'll be fine.
Just watch the hat.
Maybe we can do Buzz.
A commendation? I'm
Yeah,
flattered.
because he's 3 stars. He can go up a bit.
Next stop, victory.
Next stop, victory. I'm still really upset that there's, like,
Commendation? I'm flattered.
tall. It's creepy. Just a little creepy.
Next
How
stop,
can you tell they're
victory.
tall?
Watch when they
They're
race.
normal.
No, watch when they race.
Fascinating.
Because they're normal size compared to all the other racers.
Equipment upgrade.
I'm just taking
I like it.
him to 25 because
Next
we're
stop,
running out of
victory.
rockets. Oh wait, he doesn't need rockets anymore. Maybe I'll take him up a little more.
Commendation? I'm flattered. Fascinating.
Just wasting all of my supplies, which is fine. Adding a crew member. Let's do handling. He's handling. That's kind of funny. Change his outfit.
My
Change
mission's
the
complete.
animation. Change his card up. I just kind of did unlock some stuff for him, so go through all that. I don't know if I want this one on. It'd be too much. I was like, are these just really the same color? Nope. Okay, there's a slight change. They really ran out of ideas for him. I don't think these are unlocked, are they? Yeah, it's like these aren't unlocked. So why does it not have
Hey,
a
where's swimsuits?
Anyway, plates. He has a lot of plates. Okay. I think Buzz is ready, so let's play.
I'll do my best.
Doing well. How are you?
I'm very fast, you know.
Oh,
Wonder what kind of energy this thing uses. All right, under control. I have a plan.
He looks a little weird in this color scheme, but we're gonna go with it. Come here. Wanna hit you. I always forget that he's a defender. I always think he's a brawler, and he's not. I think Jesse's the brawler.
Yes. Hold on.
But look, T,
I know.
he's normal sized compared to everyone else.
Why you get married?
Why do you get married?
Because he didn't know where his swimsuits were.
Oh,
It's very important.
that's the sole reason you get married, guys, is to know where your swimsuits are. So if you're a dysfunctional, unorganized mess, all you need to do is get married, apparently. It fixes all the problems.
And then the other
No.
guy.
No.
No?
That jerkwad. I mean, I've done that to people, so I can't really.
Blast off.
Jesse, the camera's facing the other way.
Can they see it too?
No, they can't.
It's a screen share kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a capture card and everything, so they can't see in front of the TV.
They can't see.
No, they can't see you.
How many swimsuits do you?
Yeah, she's always had a ton. And they're always padded beyond belief.
Maximum power.
It's just the way of terror. What is going on? Oh, he's flying with the rocket. Okay, I understood. I was a little confused on what was going on. I thought he was supposed to let the rocket go. I don't play with Buzz often, so I don't really know his powers much.
You should play with.
Rex is a crew member, so I can only add him to like give me like upgrades. He's not a main character. I know, it's kind of unfortunate. I honestly wish they would make like the crew members pop up in the car.
What about Slinky?
Same thing with Slinky. Actually, I don't think Slinky's in the game at all. I think he's on a course.
He's the main character.
I know, I love Slinky.
I'd call that a success.
You just got back from camping? Where were you camping? Top 5 favorite games. I don't know if I have any. I love Life is Strange. I love Until Dawn and The Quarry. I think those games are really cool. I used to like Call of Duty growing up, but I'm more into Uncharted and Tomb Raider now. And, I used to love Mario Kart growing up, still have it. Deep love for it. And I don't know. I was like, I'm thinking of like older games. So I'm thinking of like my Game Boy games. I'm thinking of like those kind of things. So like I loved Kirby on Game Boy. The game that they just released for Kirby, like Dreamland or whatever, I have it on Game Boy. And I love that game. That's the best game. Best video game I've ever played, graphic-wise, is Until Dawn of the Quarry. Story-wise, is Life is Strange. Shooting-wise, The Last of Us. Because I feel like that is better than Uncharted. But I'm not a huge fan of zombie games. But I love Uncharted and Tomb Raider for the way they're created. Yeah, I find it really hard to compare games because each game is like, whether it's in the same category or not, it could be totally different than another game in the same category. So I would hate to be a game judger per se. I don't know if I could pick like the best game of 2023. But I have actually really fallen in love, not like love, because this game has a lot of issues, but like I really enjoy this game. Compared to Mario Kart, there's just so much more going on. It keeps you on your toes. It stresses you out sometimes. So I think like it has all those good qualities of a good game. Because as much as stress sucks when you're gaming, it keeps bringing you back to playing. Yeah, everyone loves Super Smash Bros. I don't have it. I'm honestly gonna get it, but I don't buy games usually for full price currently because I don't have that kind of money. So I'm waiting for it to go on sale, and it didn't go on sale for Mario Kart Day, so we're just gonna keep watching it, and one day it'll eventually go on sale, right?
Come on now.
Maybe. If it doesn't, I'll just probably buy it when I get some money, but other than that, I'm gonna be waiting. Wrigley is laying on my foot, and I can feel him blinking.
Licking?
Blinking.
Start the music.
No, he's not licking his feet.
What?
Can't believe he still does that.
Allergy.
Follow me,
Gone
everybody.
bad here before I can his mom.
Yeah.
Just to like skin his feet.
Story-wise, the Pokemon franchise. Graphic-wise, Elden Ring. I've actually never heard of Elden Ring. Thank you for the follow. That's super sweet of you. Hellos. Natchez? I read that as nachos. Little nachos campground. Crow Creek and Washington. I know there's an Uncharted movie. I honestly think Mark Wahlberg should have played Nathan, and they should have got someone else to play Sully. I think Tom Holland's a great actor. Nothing against him. But I think he's just a little young looking for what Nathan Drake is supposed to look like. Because Nathan Drake in the stories is like not young. He's a little older. It was like, I don't know. He didn't fit the character of the game as much, but I've never seen the movie, so I can't tell you if he played the character correctly. You think your sister would play this game? Yeah, it's a cute game. I like the fact that it's Disney characters, and also there's a lot of competitiveness in it, especially because a lot of the characters you had to work for if you didn't purchase certain founders packs. Like you have to unlock them via like purchasing, or like not like purchasing with game currency or season currency, and then like Celia and Figment and Steamboat Mickey and Steamboat Pete and Bo Peep, I all had to like work for. I had to unlock them via limited events. And like Bo Peep and Celia, it was the whole season, but Figment and the Steamboat characters, it was 7 days. Then you have 7 days to unlock their upgradable stuff. And with Figment, it came back to unlock him after 14 days. So like they waited 2 weeks and then brought the event back and then did the upgrading event again. So hopefully they'll do that with Steamboat, because I mean I have both the characters and we're gonna finish up the upgrading event today. But I would like to, get more stuff for them because I haven't seen anything for Figment, so I feel like this is like the only way to get it is through these limited events. Like they don't sell any items for Figment. There's been no unlocking things in the seasons for Figment. So I wonder if it's just gonna stay like that and be limited events, or if it's just because it's new. Ah! Best movie I've ever seen? That's like a really difficult question as well. I'm a really bad person when it comes to picking top things or what I want to do and stuff. I'm horrible at making decisions. I don't know. I love Meet the Robinsons, the animated film. I think that's a really good movie with good morals. But like, I think like The Help, Hidden Figures.
You've seen Hidden Figures?
Yeah, I own it. Oh, it's good. Hidden Figures is a movie about how women and honestly mostly African American women, helped with NASA and getting rockets in the air and stuff. And
Didn't get
getting,
notoriety.
yeah, they didn't get any notoriety. No one really knew much about women in the space field until I think that movie really came out. Because as much as like we have women in the space field industry and stuff like that, a lot of people just, you know, are kind of clueless and don't know it unless it's in a movie. This is the Beauty and the Beast course. It's actually really pretty. At least I think it's really pretty. Some people might think it's ugly. You like Star Wars? Okay, I've never seen Star Wars. My whole basement is like decorated with Star Wars memorabilia that my stepdad's either made, purchased. He has a couple Lego creations on there. I think it's super cool. I think it's great that it has such a large fan base and all that kind of stuff, but I've just never really been into it. I don't know if I'll ever actually see the movies, let alone all of the movies. I'm sure it's a great series, and if you enjoy it, that's amazing, but like I said, it's just not my thing. I think Goofy, out of the Mickey Mouse characters, is probably one of my favorites. I think Steamboat Mickey and Steamboat Pete kind of are above him now, though. But out of the main three that were released with the original version of this game, not the before the seasons and stuff like that, I think Goofy was my favorite. Just because his powers are much better than Donald's and stuff. And honestly, I played a lot more with him until I had to upgrade Mickey so much because Goofy just wasn't able to be upgraded to the level that I needed. Because there's two ways to upgrade these characters. You upgrade them via stars or shards that get you like higher stars, which makes your powers increase. And then you can upgrade them via items, which will get you to the certain levels. But you can only go to a certain level with a certain amount of stars. Which makes it a little complicated, but it's fine. You know, it's just fine. Trying to read comments and it's not working. Strawberries with sugar or chocolate. So as a kid, I had a bowl of sugar with strawberries for breakfast a lot. And I don't mean a lot of strawberries. I mean like I ate a lot of sugar. And I always love strawberries with sugar. It's really hard for me to eat strawberries without something on it. But chocolate covered strawberries are super, super good if they're made right. Godiva makes really good chocolate covered strawberries in my opinion. But if it's not like that softer chocolate and it's like hard shell chocolate and it just falls off the strawberry, then I'll take sugar over chocolate. It all depends. I'm weird. Am I a fan of Kingdom Hearts? So I get asked about this all the time, and I think it's because I love Disney games and stuff like that. I haven't ever played Kingdom Hearts. It's not one of those games I would particularly be interested in the style of, but I'm not against trying it one day. It's just not currently, probably. Am I gonna try it?
Figure out an angle.
I'm trying to figure out someone that we haven't played. I think I'm just gonna go down the track. We played them. Did we play Hercules? I feel like we played Hercules. I'm gonna skip Hercules for now. I don't know if we've done Belle, so let's do Belle. You think I would love it? Okay, well, I'll look into it, and if it's ever a game that I think about purchasing, really, I'm like, oh, I really want this character kind of situation, then I'll purchase it. Otherwise, I'll probably wait until, you know, I have some space to play games. Because when I get back to my home, I'm going to start playing more of the PlayStation games, because I think some of them are really good. And honestly, I'm not against playing old series that I've finished 1,000 times, like Uncharted and stuff, because I think if we ever do like movie nights or something like that, maybe we'll do the Uncharted series and then we'll watch the movie and connect it all, and that'll be super fun and super cool. I don't know. I like hanging out with y'all, so it's cool. Hello! Hope you're doing well tonight, today, whatever time zone you're in. Wiggles, why are you on it? Oh, Jesus, that was not a great plan. Oh, I'm in 7th. I need to win. I need to win. Oh my gosh, it's an elimination thing. I need to win. I can't be in last. I can't ever be in last. We gotta win. Shoot, I keep hitting things even though I need to win. No, we can't be in last. I can't be in last. Strike is gonna happen. And we're gonna get eliminated. Mother fudger.
How dare you?
Don't eliminate me. I don't want to get eliminated. I want to win. Now I gotta focus a little more.
All right. I agree.
At least we're now in 2nd. I feel like this chick's gonna hit me with her red ring. Red rum. Red rum. Sorry, I'm a huge horror fan. So, The Shining is a staple in my life. But I will say this. Jason, Freddy Krueger, Chucky, Saw, bigger staples in my life than Stephen King, unfortunately. Although, I will say this. It was really cool growing up with my parents being huge Stephen King fans. And then my first acting gig, I was in a Stephen King short series. So that was super cool. And it was only a 1-line, so don't really ask too much about it because it's in episode 8 of Lucy's story, or episode 4. They might have moved my scene. But my name is in the credits on episode 8, so I don't know. Either way, it was super cool. He wasn't there, which my mom really wanted me to get his autograph, and I wasn't going to ask for that on set either way. But he wasn't there because I filmed right after COVID. So 2 weeks before New York shut down quarantine-wise, 2 weeks before New York shut down quarantine-wise, I was getting all of my stuff, my times and everything. And then right before my film date, the day before, we shut down. And so I couldn't film my 1-line, which was really kind of unfortunate. But then I went back after quarantine ended and it was safe to go back to work. I had to be vaccinated and stuff to be on set. But I went in and I spent 12 hours to 16 hours there for the 1-line day.
So proud.
Oh, I got first. I thought I was gonna die. I didn't die, guys. Yes, Lisi's story. It was originally called something else, but what it's known by the public is Lisi's story. Wrigley was whining outside your door. He says, I love you and I want to spend time with you before you leave me again. And you just keep closing me out of the rooms. Okay, I think we did everything, didn't we? I think we've done every race once. Okay, so we're gonna move on to watch your foot.
Leave. Where do you want these?
We need to do 24. I'm gonna show Bo Peep. And hopefully I can win the race still. With Bo Peep being at level 25. Because sometimes you have to have them higher than the recommended level. Because the other players are jerks. But this is the Toy Story course. So there's Slinky, the giant ball, there's Ham. I think this course is really cute. It makes everyone toy size, I guess you could say, but Toy Story characters are still normal size characters, and it kind of bothers me. Oh my god, we all died. We all died. We all just died. I think Jesse's a little overpowered. Hi, can you not? Can you not? Hershey.
What? Yeah.
Kershaw is a very attachy dog. He finds comfort in giving kisses.
Coming through.
He's a little like Sahara, but I think he's a little more anxious.
And way better.
No, Sahara's much prettier. No offense, Kershaw. But she's a beautiful border collie golden mix. She's got this like orange-esque fur and these white dots all over her, and it's so cute. She's just the sweetest little thing. She's just an anxiety mess.
What do you see?
I feel like you're not emptying your lint trap. Because it always says check your filter.
Oh, it does every time.
Okay, because I was like, I emptied the filter, and then it still said check it. Buzz! I need to win. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why she spun like that. But okay. Oh wow, Jesse's ahead of us. Why is Buzz last? He's supposed to be the top-notch player. I like Bo Peep and her skills. I think they're not as handy as they could be, but I like them. You're doing well.
What?
That's great.
Oh. Yeah, you're so smart.
It's what we went to your work for this morning, or this afternoon.
Oh, and my glass. I actually need to go to my car.
It burned it and then took it outside. It's been raining all day, so I think it'll be fine. Hello, Wrigley. Hello, sir. Ooh. Oh, that's for Bo Peep. Yay! I have the hiccups. Collection level upgrade. I like games that have collection level upgrade. Because I like collecting things. So, yes, please reward me for it. Okay, so the next chapter opens in 4 days, so we'll be playing that in a couple days. So now we're gonna do this, and hopefully get Bullseye. But other than that, we'll just get a lot of really nice upgrade items that I don't really have any more of. So, who shall we play with? What's the level required? 24? We are trying to win, so we should probably stay above 25. Let's do Shang. We'll do one with Shang. If he can't win, we'll go a little higher and figure it out.
Are you bringing your glasses, kids?
Mm-hmm.
You've been thinking about moving to the Northeast? So it depends on where you live. Like Pittsburgh, it can get really humid, and then it can get like really bad winters. New York, I would say it's hot. The air quality is not great. Massachusetts, a lot of people seem to like. Maine, a lot of people seem to like. Connecticut, a lot of people seem to like. But the East Coast, depending on where you live, is crazy. I think if you're moving, like if you live in the States, if you're moving from like Florida area or like the South or Midwest, it's gonna be a huge price change. And I mean, especially New York. New York is atrocious. But even Pennsylvania can be a little pricey. Maine can be a little pricey. Massachusetts, Connecticut is pricey, depending on what area of Connecticut you're in. New Jersey, I know a lot of people that are happy in New Jersey, but I don't actually know much about New Jersey because we don't go to it much. A lot of my fans that came to the first event that my family and I did were from New Jersey, which was actually super cool. And then I did a Mobility Works event in Jersey, and a lot of our fan base, community-wise, is from Jersey, so that was super cool. So I'm sure if you join the Discord community and ask about which state, there's a lot of people in the East Coast that'll give their opinions. That's another thing about the East Coast. We're opinionated and we're not scared to say it. We're not scared to show it.
And then I'll play.
Yeah, I was like, Ryan's from Maine.
I will play my cheese.
No, bring it.
Wrigley. Could you not? Wrigley, you were on camera for that. How do you feel? You just did something totally wrong in the eyes of doggies. He cleaned himself on camera.
Oh, I'm so proud. Ray is such a good boy.
You've been thinking about moving to Maine? I've heard Maine is really, really nice. Oh. Connection error. I will say this. The TV, therefore the dock station for my Switch, is way further than it is in my bedroom.
Yes.
My camera is so zoomed in right now. Because just they have a huge distance between the couch and their television. We won! We won! No, we didn't. What we do? We come in second? I think we came in second, didn't we? Or we came in third. I don't know.
We have shoes on the way back.
So I need my.
New York is
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
What about New York with me?
There's so much that you can do. They have entire streets dedicated to basically like hobby-like things.
Discipline, strength, I have both.
Who shall we play as? I kind of want to play as Beef. I don't know if he's going to do super well, but we're going to play as him.
What must be done?
St. Louis. Okay. I was like, I'm not, as long as you're not worried about dangerous cities, then don't worry about it. But if you want to move, like, from the Midwest to Maine, I would just save up some money, because there is a huge, I mean, not huge, but there's always a price change when you move from the Midwest to, like, the East or the West Coast. Like, depending on where you live in the Midwest, depends on how much you pay for rent, and I feel like sometimes it's a third of what we pay for rent in New York. I don't know what the rent's like in Maine, but I know in the Midwest, it's like a third. What my friend pays for their apartment is probably half if you include their roommate's portion. Maybe, actually no, I would say 33% if you include their roommate's portion. Because our rent is pricey, it goes up every year, not easy. And honestly, with the city growing and changing, the prices are always fluctuating as well. And that increases your prices because there's so much to do. The closer you are to the city of New York or any major city, the more pricey it's gonna get. So just keep that into account. I'm losing. The Beast was not the person to pick. He was not the person. We should have just stuck with our high uses and just done that. Because honestly, I don't want to have to play this series so much in order to unlock all this stuff. I'm apparently dying. Yeah, I was like, that's probably close to the Midwest, depending on your state. But that's actually not too bad. So, maybe Maine won't be a huge jump for you, hopefully. But if you want to move to the East Coast, or if you want to move somewhere, I say just do it. Just figure out how to do it and do it. Because you don't ever want to ask what if. And honestly, if it makes you happy, that's all that matters. That's why Tara and Jesse are going to Barbados instead of somewhere a little less expensive. I'm hoping the Barbados will make them happy. We don't know yet. We have no clue. Oh well, we got second again. That's not too bad. Did we get second the first time? I really... That's not too bad for Canadian prices. I've honestly thought about moving to Canada more than once. We got Bullseye! Yay! That's the one thing I wanted from this, mostly. The rest is just good upgrade stuff. But we got Bullseye, which means we're like one step closer to getting Woody, the best crew member for him. So we're gonna go to the limited event stuff. We're gonna play the Steamboat with Steamboat Mickey and Steamboat Pete and figure it all out. Do I want to purchase any of this stuff? I don't think so. Maybe the Woody thing, but maybe later. This is the store where they sell things for multiplayer points and your race points, which is what the medals give you, or the achievements during the small races give you. A lot of this stuff was priced up really high for Season 1, like this was double the price. So I say just wait it out, it might get cheaper. But let's go back to the limited events. And I will show you all the limited events. So I don't think we have much to do with him. This is the Jungle Book. So we have to play with a Jungle Book character or a Mickey character usually in this limited event. But I did all the Mickey stuff already. And I usually don't show the limited events because they're very repetitive. Like Mickey's, Belle's, Mulan's limited events, they're repetitive. The Season 1 Monsters Inc. gang, that's a repetitive one. But
do my best.
We'll do this with Mowgli because I know I can beat it with
Look after myself.
with Baloo. He is at level 15 like Mowgli is, and the requirement is level 16. But Baloo's just a little slower speed-wise, and with Mowgli being technically a speedster, he can beat people in this race. Wow. Baloo, you just need the right skills. It's too much up in the air to chance it when you only get 3 chances per 8 hours. And each event probably lasts about a week. Sometimes they extend events, like the Belle event was extended to the next season. It originally was like 5 days or 7 days, and then they extended it to the rest of the season, and then they extended it to the end of the next season. So sometimes they do get extended. I know there was a Mulan event and a Hercules event that was 2 weeks. The Figment event was 1 week each for the upgrades and himself. The Steamboat Willie unlocking event was 1 week. The upgrades event is 1 week, and today is the last day we could do it, which is why I'm streaming this game today, because otherwise you guys wouldn't have seen this event, and I think for a lot of people I've talked to in the comments have really found an interest in Steamboat Mickey and Pete. So I want to show you guys in how to get them and every available try to get them. I'm still in the process of upgrading them, but hopefully this event that we're working on will help us upgrade them a little more, so that way we can get the rest of the upgrade items and have them as a decent racer versus a 1-star low ranking racer that you can't do much with when you're at least this far into the season. At the beginning of the season, it started out really low, like requirement wise, and then as you get further into the season, it of course increases it. I mean, that would make the most sense. So, some of these characters can't be used later in the season because I haven't been able to upgrade them. Mind me while I hat and white.
I've read about this vehicle. I'm a lot tougher than some people think.
I think he's tough, but I don't know if he's that tough. Sometimes he says, I'm as strong or as fast as a bear, and I'm like, no, there's no way, Mowgli. You raced wolves, not bears. Wolves. Can't speak, and she is rude.
What?
I don't know if I'm a fan of racing with Mowgli. I think I like Baloo a little better, but I don't have them upgraded, so I can't use their special skills. So maybe it'll change once I get to use their special skills, because you have to get them to star level 2. And he's only on star level 1, which is why his character can only go to level 15. So, him and Baloo I need to upgrade, but I need to, actually, be able to upgrade them, because you can only earn so much for the characters, and then you have to kind of purchase with season coins and stuff. So, we're just kind of waiting for Mowgli and Baloo to pop up so I can purchase them and actually be able to afford them with my season coins.
I want to go back to alcohol. That shit was so much fun.
Was it only though because you were wasted?
No.
But you like golf. I'm not a golf person. Sorry to anyone of y'all that likes golf, but I'm not a golf person. For Jesse's bachelor party, or get together, him and his friends went to Top Golf. And Tara said he came back very, very, very gone. Don't fall. You just fall in Kershaw?
He is lounging on your.
Yeah, he really...
He is my.
Him and Wrigley both saw the pillow and the blanket and went, this is ours.
No, it's like extra
And the laptop?
in the laptop, like compartment.
Oh, that makes sense.
What? Looks like a shoe. Too.
Maybe. She got a new backpack and it's for traveling, so it's got all these secret compartments in it.
Aw, yeah, man.
Maybe. Maybe Steamboat Mickey will become public. I mean, maybe they'll give the limiteds away, like at the lowest rank with no stuff, because you can also earn stuff for them, like their upgrade stuff, along with their customization stuff. So maybe, but we weren't all the way leveled up. That makes so much sense. I was like, why didn't we achieve anything? I'm not a fan of bowling either. See, I don't like golf. I don't like bowling. I think Steamboat Mickey's going to become a fan favorite in some sense, so maybe they'll make him more available for people. Especially the game is coming free to play. As far as their lineup goes, September 28th. I haven't checked the Twitter in a while, so I'm not exactly sure if that's still the day. But, you know, it would be really cool once everyone joins, because right now we're just dealing with like shadow racers, like they're using other racers' racings and their times and stuff in these races with us. So it would be kind of cool to see how much competition increases when the game is free to play, because, you know, these people next to me that are racing are only as good as the people that bought the Founders Packs. So it'll be kind of fun to see if a lot of hard, heavy racing hitters-wise come into the game when it's free to play. Because sometimes people do wait for it to be free to play when they know it's going to be free to play, whether they're going to miss out on content or not. And sometimes games are just more well-known once they're free to play. So maybe not everyone knows about Disney Speedstorm and they would be really interested in it, but because they don't know about it, they don't play it, and then therefore when it's released free to play, they're going to figure out eventually that it exists. That's what happened to me with Dreamlight. I mean, Dreamlight's still not free to play, but I didn't find out about it until like months down the line, and so many things had happened event-wise and stuff, and I was like, well, I'm kind of sad that I missed that, but, you know, it is what it is. At least I know of the game now. I need to win, and he's not going to let me. So we won, but we didn't win this one, which is the one we did the reward for, so that's fine. Ice skating, swimming, diving, and gymnastics. I've always wanted to be really good at skating and gymnastics, but I'm just not. I'm not horrible, but I'm just not good at it. You were a pole vaulter? That's kind of cool that you were a pole vaulter and then you coached it. That's like super cool. I'm sure that was really, really fun.
Yeah,
Bowling is better. See, exactly. Not many people know about it, but that's because it's not released yet. So I have a feeling once it's released, hopefully more people will know about it. So this is a limited event that if you just play it, you get to the top 100%. And this is usually how they give away Figment, Steamboat Mickey, Steamboat Pete came this way. So you just have to play it once, and you're in the top 100%, and you get whatever the top 100% is. This time, this is the Toy Story community event, so they're giving you all of the license plates that's the same, just like they did with Monsters, Inc. They did the code license plate for the limited community week event. So because I've played it and I've gotten to the 50th percentile, I'll get more stuff than you would if you were at the 75th, like 75th to 50, it gives you 1 universal box credit less. The 100, it gives you 2 less. Your season coins also go down. As you go up, you get more stuff. Top 10%, of course, gets the most stuff. So we'll play that, and then this one is just kind of the same setup, except instead of winning items for the season, you win multiplayer coins, which allow you to purchase gear and stuff. That's in the store. I'm not going to show it. But as you go up, you can win exclusive gear or customization gear for the characters. And they usually give you 1 per the season. And then the one that you can get in the top 10% is usually a repeat. So we'll play one of those, and then we'll play the full Steam Ahead, which is the upgrade items for Steamboat, Pete, and Mickey. So right now we are going to play with Woody, and I don't have Woody that's upgraded, so you actually get to see his skills and stuff, which he has a lasso that pulls him forward, and then a lasso that goes around him and knocks enemies off of him. That's Figment. He's kind of crazy. But you see how he's like normal sized? It kind of bothers me. I wish he was just horse sized and like, you know, you had Rex and like Ham controlling the pedals or something. I mean, I'm sure it would be a fight just like the remote scene, but it would be kind of fun. Be kind of interesting. They could have done it and they just didn't. So that's his one skill. That's the uncharged version, which is pulling the lasso pulling him forward. And then when I get another version of his skill, I'll show you the charged version.
Oh, you might have been on the game that bought the woman. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We just got hit all the way out of nowhere. See, that's what I mean about this game. Like, you can go from first to last to first in a matter of seconds. Because it's just so insane. Like, this game is absolutely insane. When Riley and I first played it, we had no clue what we were doing. We were just kind of thrown into it. We didn't play a tutorial really or anything. I just did as much to get to the main screen as possible. And we did not. We were just kind of thrown into like the Caribbean course, and it was absolutely insane. We kind of screwed it up. We didn't do well. But it was fun. And I don't regret purchasing this game because it is a lot of fun. And it keeps you on your toes, which I like. So this is the charged version. It just kind of goes around him. And then if I can get close enough, it knocks him out. So I honestly like Woody's skills. They're kind of well-rounded. You have one to pull you forward and make you faster, like typically what they do. And then one to hurt your opponents, which I think is great, which I think they need to include because every character should be well-rounded like that, but not all of them seem to be as well-rounded as that. I can't believe the Blue's Clues ever became a thing, let alone is now 4 years old. I think a lot of remakes, and I don't hate me if you like remakes, but I feel like a lot of remakes, kind of are worse than the originals. Same thing with sequels or like prequels. I feel like it's sometimes too much of a reach, and it's more about the money you can make off of it than the content and staying kind of so close to the original. And a lot of quantity over quality sometimes. Sequels, prequels, and remakes. I loved the original Blue's Clues growing up. The Salt Shakers and Paprika, their baby, was my favorite. I know it creeped some of my people out in my community, but I loved them. And I loved their little shake dance and stuff. I thought that was the best part. But I will say this, over Blue's Clues, I was a big comfy couch girl. That was a great little TV show. I liked that show way more. I had the doll, and I don't know what happened to her. But, Big Comfy Couch and Blue's Clues. As much as I love both of them, Big Comfy Couch was the winner over Blue's Clues. So this is Figment. I don't honestly play with him a lot.
I know when my spring.
He kind of annoys me.
Really went Empire.
The way he talks kind of annoys me. His nice abrasiveness is kind of annoying because he's all about being loud and in your face. Like when I was unlocking him, I found him very, very annoying. He was not my favorite, and I was not looking forward to unlocking him. I just unlocked him because I wanted to have every character. I honestly was like, I don't really care about playing with him. I just want to be able to say I have him, and I want to be able to say he's this so-and-so upgraded, you know? But I haven't been able to upgrade him since the event came out. I upgraded him to level 25, and I can't upgrade him anymore. None of his stuff has popped up in the store, like I said earlier. So he's kind of just stuck at level 25. Green power!
I just think they let you go. See you soon, man.
Who is my favorite to play with? Let's go through them. So, I love playing with Belle. I think she's really well-rounded. I love playing with Celia, but she's not upgraded that much. So, like, I tend to play with the higher ranks just because they can get through anything super easy. So, before we upgraded Jessie and Lightyear, these were my tops. And I used to play more with Mulan, Jack Sparrow, Mike, and Belle. But they're not my favorites. Belle's one of my favorites. Celia's one of my favorites. I like Steamboat Pete. I don't mind Elizabeth Swan, but I think she's kind of overused in the game. And I like Megara. I think Megara's really cool. And Steamboat Mickey's a great character, too. I think I'm gonna upgrade him just a little bit. Just get this out of the way. As you can tell by upgrading multiple Toy Story characters, they do have different requirements depending on what their category is. Like he's a Speedstore, so he's gonna require Speedstore stuff. Who do we need to play with? Let's go to the Pete things. Okay. So, I think we're going to start at 22 because we're not all the way at 25 for Mickey. But we're going to play with Mickey, or we'll play with Pete, and then we'll play with Mickey after we upgrade him. So, for Pete, we need to win the race, reach top 3, and win the race. Okay, cool.
Did you want me to go to shape?
So, let's grab Pete. And he can't be upgraded anymore because we need more of those bones. So, we're going to try to win the race, or at least reach top 3 so we can unlock some of those bones in order to, you know, play and upgrade Mickey and Pete to play further. You had a friend named Jesse? I now have a brother-in-law named Jesse.
Big bro.
I'm not calling you that.
You are.
Even when I wrote that letter that I threw out, I wrote it. I wasn't going to say it. No, I'm really not. No, you're not my big bro ever. You're my brother-in-law.
Big bro,
No.
like, whoa.
Okay. Now we're gonna update Mickey. So that way, we can get the rest of those bones to upgrade them as much as possible.
It's a lot.
22-1. So we just need to get him to 22.
Hey.
Okay, so we're just gonna upgrade him as much as possible,
I'm not gonna lose.
and we'll play the race. Is it less likely to still get viruses? Okay, that's good to know. You just got the game yesterday? Yeah, I feel like this game is actually really amazing. And as you guys can see, there's only like 8 hours left on this event. So, hopefully tomorrow I see a unlock Steamboat Mickey and Pete limited event tomorrow. And then we'll play that when I play the final chapter of this season tour. Which we won't have anything left to do after that. So we'll be pausing on Speedstorm until the next season, or if I ever get bored and just want to casually play it. But next season is Stitch, so I'm super excited. I don't know if Lilo's coming, but I know Stitch is definitely guaranteed. And then they're going to bring 2 limited racers, which is what Steamboat Mickey and Pete were, as well as Figgy. So it'll be really exciting to see who those characters are and if anyone else comes with Stitch. Because I really don't want Stitch just to come alone. I would like Lilo. I would probably like that other alien that was kind of his enemy. I think that would be kind of cool. But I also want them to like update the people that came with the Founders Packs, or like the originals, like Belle, Mulan, Hercules. Like, I want Hades in this game. I want to race with Hades. Can we race with the villains? Can we make the villains in this game, please? I think that would be so cool. I mean, we already have Pete. Why can't we have Hercules? And then if they release Sleeping Beauty characters, I want Maleficent. I feel like Maleficent driving would be really weird, but I want Maleficent. I also just want her in Dreamlight, though. Like, I feel like having these characters in Dreamlight would be also really cool. So, whatever I can get, I will take. We need to win, so I'm sorry, Megara, but you have a nice day. Does it make a difference when doing the chapters that you get? So, I don't know. All I will say is I only didn't get 1 medal the last season, but unlocking medals, achieving the medals, gets you more points. So I'm going to go to the store after loading this, and we'll come back to this. But if we go to the store, if you see the race points next to the season points, which are the cloud up in the right corner, that's what it unlocks. It unlocks those blue racing points, which you can buy stuff like this with. The multiplayer points, you buy stuff like the limited outfits, like these ones. So if you want to collect stuff in a sooner as possible kind of situation, then I would say go for as many medals as possible. That's what I do, because I want to be able to have these points stacked up so that I can buy all of these, because these were released last season too. So I have a feeling these kart parts are going to be there every season until you buy it, because that's just what they did. But like multiplayer points, which is next to the track points, they can be spent on this or outfits like this. I'd rather just spend it on this, because this is a chance of like kart parts, outfits for 300. It's just randomized versus spending 2,500 on one specific outfit. Like, as cool as Belle Outfits is, she's not worth that. It's not worth that. Where are you going? I could have got it.
Need access.
Yeah? Yeah, of course. I think it's really important. And also, what I think is really cool is you can do private tracks with friends. You can do regulated or ranked multiplayer with friends. So I think they make it very friend interactive as well. But we're going to go back to the Steamboat mission and finish this out, hopefully. So let's upgrade Pete and Mickey. We'll start with Mickey since he's already selected. And that's as far as I can upgrade him. So let's hope 25 can win it for us.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was like, the setup is kind of similar to Fortnite, which I like for a racing game, because with most racing games, or most games today in general, you have to pay so much for the season stuff. And I don't quote me on this for sure, but I was reading the Twitter and they said to buy golden passes or the season passes in a sense, it's gonna cost those track points, I'm assuming. Like $9.90 they said. They didn't say actual money. So I'm assuming you want to get those track points just in case that golden pass when you don't have those golden pass buttons anymore if you bought the founders pack. But I would suggest probably keeping your track points, your multiplayer points above 1,000 just in case, because I don't know which one it's going to cost. But it's going to cost, I think, $9.90 unless they change it by the time it becomes free to play. Because they may change it. They could change it to actual money. But as far as I know, they said that it's going to be points. That you're going to have to buy it with points. So if it is track points, that's why I'm not purchasing anyone's kart parts and outfits and stuff. Because I want to be able to afford, not the next golden pass because I have a button for season 3. But the 4th season pass. Because I won't have any more golden pass buttons. Ah! Okay, I need to win, so where's first? I don't care about second and third, I care about third. I was like, as long as first does not leave my eyesight, we should be golden. See, I feel like a lot of people use Elizabeth Swan because I see her a lot in games. And like I said, it's from shadowed characters' races, or it's shadowing other gamers' races. And it's probably using the same characters, or unless the creators just really like Elizabeth Swan and they just make the shadows most of the time Elizabeth Swan. But I do see her a lot, and I see her winning the race a lot. But she is a pretty common character, so I didn't have to purchase her or anything. I won her through a regulated multiplayer event, and I just purchased like one pack of shards for her, and then I unlocked her. It's the South Suburbs. Okay? I'll have to go back to Chicago, like, vacation-wise. I was there in Chicago the beginning of June. So in the beginning of June, I was in Chicago. I was in Schaumburg at the Renaissance Convention Center doing a Mobility Works Ability Expo with them because they accommodated my car. So Mark and I went in support. And we met a lot of people, and honestly, a lot of people came that weren't a part of the disability community, and they came because they knew I was going to be in New York or Chicago. And it was really cool because they were like, I didn't even know stuff like this existed. I didn't know, like, there was an area for people with disabilities to go to find, like, resources and stuff. And then they went and checked it out because I think it's so important for you to educate yourself on the disability community, because for most of people, it's not a matter of if I become disabled, it's when. As we get older, our bodies deteriorate. A lot of us end up using scooters, walkers, wheelchairs, especially if you have weight gain. You're going to end up most likely in a wheelchair if you gain weight excessively. So I think it's super important to educate yourself on the disability community, no matter who you are, because you never know when that information could be useful to you or someone else that you love. And I think if we educate ourselves on the communities around us, it makes it less taboo. It makes it, the stereotypes die down a little bit. It makes the discrimination stop a little bit. There will be respect towards the disability community instead of having people disregard the handicap parking passes or the parking meters or the handicap stalls or the handicap checkout lines. Like, a lot of average, normal height, non-disabled community people take those and don't understand you're taking it away from someone that needs it. And it's, one, not legal, but two, it's not helping anyone. being normal height, having a typical human life is a privilege. At the end of the day, it is a privilege. People in the disability community, we work every day to do things that average human beings do with ease and don't even think about doing. And we work so hard to get to the same level, and then we get there and we don't have any respect for just trying to live a as typical life as possible. In order to live a same kind of life as, like my sister Tara, I have to work harder at it at some things. I have to climb. I have to deal with things differently. And it's just something with, if you're not disabled or in the community or living with someone who's in that community, you just don't have that understanding, unfortunately. There's no education in school systems about disabilities like there is about drugs and sex. And I think that if we did educate younger children about it at a younger age and started educating people about disabilities and how disability lives matter and how accommodations and the word disabled is not bad, and just because you're physically handicapped does not mean that you are mentally inept of understanding what's going on around you. I think there's a lot of stereotypes that come with the disability community, and I don't think there should be. Don't think it should be taboo to ask questions. I don't think it should be taboo to kind of want to educate yourself in any way. If you are coming from the right mind and you just want to educate yourself more on the disability community and everything that goes on within the disability community and how to be more respectful towards the people in the community, no one's going to knock you for asking the questions. I get asked all the time if I'm an M-word or if I'm a little girl, and I always correct the person. And I'm like, the M-word is not a proper term anymore. It's not respectful. The proper term would be dwarf or little person. And they're like, oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. But then there's other people that are very anti or against having that education because what they grew up with is all they want to understand. They don't think they should change their verbiage. And to me, as we evolve as human beings, we grow, we change, our decisions will change. We used to think cigarettes and we had drugs and sodas, and we used to think those things were good for us. And through evolution, through mentally growing, we've learned that it's not. And we've changed the medical field because of that. So I think it's kind of the same line with our mental capabilities and what we think about people. I think, yes, some words were okay back in the 1800s that are not okay now. The M word was okay to say back in like the early late 60s still, and definitely during carnival time and freak show era. So I think that it's very important that people understand that the human race has evolved. We've understood that those words hurt more than they do good. So as the human race, we should decide not to use them, and that it's okay if you don't know. But when you find out that it's not a good word anymore, don't be against it. Don't be like, well, it was okay 10 years ago when I was 20. Like, that, times change. People change what is okay and what isn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I think it's very important to stay open-minded, especially when you're exploring other communities that you were not raised with the knowledge of. And now have this emote. I love that emote. Yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that just do not want to educate themselves further. And when you interact with someone like that, it's best just to move on as soon as possible. Because when I interacted at my job or in my day-to-day life with someone that doesn't know my disability, which was very common before season 1 of the show came out, But someone that doesn't know my disability, someone that doesn't know much about disabilities and comes up to me abrasive, I try to educate them. I try to come at them with respect. And if they don't understand or there's a disconnect there, I basically do whatever is possible to end the conversation and tell them to have a good day, because it's not worth my energy to try to change your mind on something that you're not willing to look at. Now, I interact with a lot of people that I do believe when they meet me or talk to me about my disability or disability in general, they walk away with a better knowledge and more respect. And hopefully, the next person they see with a disability, one, they're not scared to talk to, but two, they come at them a little more respectfully. And that's all I can hope for as someone in the disability community talking to someone that's not in the disability community. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of interactions with the former, and where at the end of the day, I know them putting their head down on their pillow, they're not going to think of me. They're not going to think of that conversation. And the next disabled person they interact with, they're not going to probably be nicer to or more respectful to. And that's unfortunate, but that is on them. It's not on me to make sure their mind changes and that they treat the next person with respect. The next person with a disability that they interact with, I hope handles it in a similar manner to me versus kind of gets upset over it, because then that'll just taint their image on disability. I think it's very important when someone's asking about your differences that you handle it with as much respect as you possibly can, because you do not want to taint the image that they could have in their head. You want to fix it. You want to change it. You want to make it accurate to what you and your community are like, versus make them think, oh, you're just angry, so all disabled people are angry at the world and don't want to do anything with their life. I never want that for people. I'm doing good, though. Thank you for asking. That's very sweet of you.
You know what the world's largest Toblerone?
I do not want some of the world's largest Toblerone. I feel like that would hurt my teeth.
Soft.
I don't mean that, I mean the toffee inside. Yeah, I was like, if it's larger, that means the toffee's larger. It means it gets stuck in my teeth. I have teeth issues.
Trust me, I'm the right toy for the job.
I have a lot of residual effects due to my chemotherapy / surgery and cancer. They're not exactly sure which. I have a feeling it's all due to the chemotherapy and the fact that I had chemo before I could speak.
I can do this.
I was like, I think you sometimes start speaking at 6 months. I don't know if I was speaking really much at all. But I know I did not know my ABCs. So I went through surgery, cancer survival, and chemotherapy and all that stuff before my ABCs were learned. So I think having it that young had a huge effect, because I had a calcium deficiency growing up. I'm missing a lot of my adult teeth due to the fact that chemo dissolved them. A lot of my baby teeth, their roots dissolved as well, or became very fragile. And then I have, because of my calcium deficiency, my toes and my fingers are a little crooked, as well as now I'm getting slight signs of arthritis in my shoulders, elbows, and my knees, which I think were the biggest areas that were affected by my growth hormone shot. And my hormones they seem pretty normal, but if you watched I Am Shauna Rae Season 2, you would know a little bit more about my fertility, which my ovarian reserve or my egg count was slightly affected due to chemo and or surgery, but I'm assuming chemo. So it is what it is. And of course my height was affected, and they believe that I have an emotional imbalance, because I can go from one emotion to the other very quickly, and it's not like bipolar, but I either feel like 100% of an emotion or nothing at all. Like, Tara may be offended by this because I told Jesse he needed to cry at her wedding, but I did not cry.
I didn't cry.
You don't need to cry. Everyone else needs to cry.
Why would I cry?
Because you don't want to ruin your makeup. Mom bald. Mom bald. Mom and Jesse were basically.
My boy bald.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, he cried.
You can't even hide it. Like, there's no hiding.
No, he was shaking.
No. You were so cute.
The whole lip quivering thing. I was like, I don't have to kick him in the balls.
No.
I don't know who we played with and who we didn't. I'm gonna say that we didn't play with Hercules, so I'm gonna play with Hercules.
Hero's only as good as his lap time. Happy to help.
Yeah, see, I'm actually missing a part of my brain. So, yeah,
What?
yeah. There's dead tissue in my head from the surgery. They took a part of my brain, T.
Anyone want to throw the discus
Took
around?
away your...
They took everything on that they couldn't remove the tumor for. So, this is something I learned more recently from Mother, is that when I had my surgery, they couldn't get all of the tumor, which is why I went to chemo. But when they removed some of the tumor, a lot of my brain, because it's a fluid, it's basically liquid. You have to remember that the brain is not what we think it is when we're alive. So it's basically liquid, and all the membranes and stuff are just moving around. Disconnect, and some of it is not there. Because some of it was probably attached to that tumor. I mean, when you're dealing with a 6-month-old brain surgery, I have a feeling they don't know everything that they're touching. Especially when the tumor was what? Size of a golf ball, baseball? Mom, I think Mom said baseball, but every time I say baseball, she goes, it was more the size of a golf ball. But, I don't know.
I mean, golf ball is worse.
Yeah, than a baseball. But I mean, the picture of it being external, kind of like a half external, that was pretty big. And that's why I think I was really lucky with my cancer. Is most brain cancer tumors grow inward, and mine, while did disappear inward into my head, actually showed outside of my head too. So I think I was really lucky to be so young and have a soft head still, and my skull not be fully developed and hardened. That way that my tumor did show through, kind of, all that stuff. So I think I was very, very lucky. A lot of people have ADHD. I feel like everyone has a little bit of ADHD nowadays. I feel like we're all just a little bit neurodivergent.
Remember, a hero's only as good as his
Oh, I just played with Hercules. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. This will be our last race of the stream, though, because we do not have anything else to do until the last part of the chapters releases. So, this will be our last race for this stream. I still really like this Toy Story course. I think it's so cool. Oh look, Woody and Jesse are in this race.
Here I go.
Let's just eat them. I was racing on this track earlier and that thing crushed me. It has spikes on the other side. Yeah, it just crushed me. I've never run into it with the spikes, so that was kind of interesting to see. It just fully steamrolls you. It's a bouncing ball! So you can see Slinky when you race, but I don't remember if you can see Ham. So we're gonna look for Ham. I know you can find Wheezy on some of the courses. So each course has like 5 different versions, so that you can play it multiple ways without kind of really getting tired of it, which is another thing I like. Because Mario Kart and like any other racing game, it's kind of the same course over and over and over and over and over again. So I like that they switch it up and they do different versions of the course. Yeah, I was like, you can't see Wheezy in this version, I don't think. But in another version you can, and it's super cool. But there's Slinky again, so you can't see Ham either. I wonder where Ham is. Because you saw him when you go into the race and they show a picture of him. So he's got to be on the course somewhere, but he's just not on this course. But like I said, there's like 5 or so different versions of each course, so maybe they're just on particular parts of the courses, and you just don't get that with
I
everyone.
gotta admit, that was pretty heroic.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think I have bipolar. I've been tested and scanned for a lot of things, and nothing's popped up besides the dead tissue and the fact that I get migraines and swelling due to that, because the humidity in the air or the weather in general, or certain foods, my diet, my exercise can all affect swelling of the brain and cause me a huge migraine. And because of that, that's all due to the dead brain tissue. So I don't know if I have bipolar, like I said, but like I said, I've also been scanned for everything, so they haven't caught anything unless they weren't looking for it. We're unlocking the aliens. Woo woo! Aliens! The claw! The claw! And this, I didn't know what they were at first, the critters, when I first saw them, when I was looking through Jesse's stuff. But then I realized during the show of what Jesse and Woody are technically from, these are what they kind of shoot. So that made a little more sense. But that is it for this stream of Speedstorm. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you all have an amazing night. Have an amazing day, though. Bye!